I'm Adam Zeidler, and I have the pleasure of welcoming you to the Zeidler Family and Friend Christmas Spectacular.
Merry Christmas!
You don't believe in Santa Claus, huh?
No.
Christmas.
The refugees from Pax Darkus are safe in the dwarven kingdom of Thorbodden. You are in the ancient port city of Tarsus, searching for ships to bear them out of the dragon army's reach. But nothing in silent Tarsus is as you expected. The sea receded in a cataclysm. No ship will ever set sail from Tarsus again. The new quest is before you. To find one of the legendary DragonLance, mighty weapons that destroyed the dragons in ancient times. Welcome to the world of Kryn and the legendary DragonLance.
The first season, it's like, okay, these all hit really well.
Yeah.
So we'll
with
with
that, we are live. Clearly, he's talking about the first season of DragonLance here on Wicked Studios presents DragonLance: Dragons of Mystery, Part 4. Sorry for the delay, guys. And I didn't have my opening screen, so we went right to this too. So we're a little, you know what? This is our last game before break. You know, it's like when you're at school. No one pays attention on the Friday before Christmas break. And we're not paying attention tonight. But we're still going to come up with some sort of semblance of a Dungeons and or Dragons game for you to watch. Hi, my name's Adam, and I'll be your Dungeon Master for whatever happens tonight.
I did.
We blame you.
No.
Always. It doesn't even have to be Dragonlance.
No.
It's either Adam or Will's fault.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sometimes
Well,
Will.
it's my fault. We've established this long ago. It's
That is
my
Always,
fault.
yeah. I like to think of Will as my D&D wife, and it's usually his fault.
everybody
I
is-
blame him.
Everybody could tell because I got, all right, fine.
Okay. All right, what's wrong? Nothing.
Nothing.
What? Come on, Will. Tell me what's wrong. Nothing.
No,
No,
I'm
it's
fine.
fine. We're fine.
We'll do it your way then.
Exactly. Okay, but when it goes wrong.
So why don't we start our introductions with my D&D wife, Will.play. Oh!
That's my new Mandalorian.
Is that what that is?
Sure.
Maybe watch the second season before you start talking. And nobody put any spoilers in the fucking chat, or I will
Yeah,
kick
serious.
you out.
Yeah.
None of us
I
have
have
seen
not
it yet.
seen the last episode yet.
Anyway, I'm Will.Player. I be playing. Oh God, what's the name of my character?
Alphacian.
Not the Mandalorian.
Alphacian. Yes.
Mando.
Yes. A Knight of the Rose. Did I get it right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Night of the Runny Nose.
Sure.
Queen
what I heard.
Tiamat in the chat. Hey, Queen.
Your
What's up,
Majesty. Hello.
I'm not
I'm
that
done, by the
formal.
way.
I'm not
I'm
that
always formal
You
where
are very
Tiamat is
formal.
concerned.
You are.
Yes.
How about we move on to Jason, since he's directly below Will in this screen that we have.
Hey everybody, my name is Jason. I am playing Khailani. She is a wood elf. Go into more or no? She's a wood elf.
Yeah.
Wild elf.
We'll learn
Whatever
more
you-
about her actually in the start of this adventure.
There
We
we
got a
go.
little taste of who she was last episode, but tonight we're going to spend more time with her, especially because KD's not here, and their character certainly isn't going to be doing anything tonight. So, and we don't have Gary. Although Gary did pop in to say hello to us and wish everybody in the chat a hello and happy holidays. All right, he didn't. I'm just trying to make him sound like he's nicer than he was.
That sounded way cool. You should.
Yeah, he said hi to Jason and KD because they weren't on at the time, but he didn't care about you guys in chat.
You have
Remember
cool
that when
people
you're
introducing themselves. Music
Remember
on?
that when you're cheering bits. I'm always thinking of you.
So is Kemchan.
Speaking of which, what a segue. Let's move on to Kemchan.
Hey guys.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I wish I knew. I really do. Sometimes I ask myself that. But today I am playing Jadek, who is a Minotaur. For now, we'll say fighter.
All right.
Is that what he is? I don't know. He kind of got his clock cleaned by your
Yeah.
other character.
I know. I know. That was.
Did
very
he even get a
embarrassing.
hit in?
He got
got
one
a
hit. He got one
a
hit in on him. Yep.
Ooh.
Before Gorell just mopped the floor with him.
Basically. Yeah.
He got
So
corralled.
anyway, speaking of which,
Corralled.
Yeah, it's a verb now.
you got corralled. Speaking of which, guys, antecedently on DragonLance, we went back in time, away from our normal group of adventurers. I was gonna say heroes, but that might be a stretch.
I'm playing a hero.
Now, I'm talking about the original guys. So we
Oh
went
yeah.
back
Okay.
in
All
time.
right. You're good there.
Zarek
Just-
is very heroic.
Zarek is, yeah. When it comes to his brother.
Well, yeah.
He heroically defends his brother, regardless of circumstance.
Ergrin helped a bunch of homeless people.
All right, I don't think that's what the proper nomenclature, but we'll move on.
They
We
don't
went-
have homes.
They're yeah, I know. but
Refugees.
They're refugees.
Okay. I'm sorry.
You make it sound like he's on 34th Street handing out change to
He probably would.
the homeless.
If it was in New
This
York.
time of year, man, they need help. It's cold out there.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, they're not watching tonight though, so we're gonna move on.
Yikes.
We went back. The homeless are not watching. It's safe to say. We went back in time. They might have phones though. I don't know. I shouldn't
Sure.
be so judgmental. We went back in time to see other events happening in Kryn over the past 5 years. We started in the small port city of, this is such a hard word to say because there's so many A's. Ankatavak, nope. And Katavanka, nope. And Katavaanka.
Where's Sidderin? Well, Queen's on. Team Ed, is he pronouncing that correctly?
I don't think that was ever in any of the books, and none of the ones I read anyway. Anyway, it's west of the seeker city of Haven. There, which is near Solace. There, a Minotaur ship captain named Jadek Oath Entagrath. Guys, it's going to be that kind of night. I'm going to warn you right now.
Wow.
Have you been drinking, Adam?
No, I haven't. I need
No,
to
he's
be,
just
but
very white.
I've got, I can't, again, I'm on a diet.
He's having,
I'm very
he's
white.
having problems with the
With the ethnic names?
With these
ethnic name. Exactly.
Oh, Adam.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for white shaming me, Kim.
Exactly.
And his quartermaster, Adewale Finch, I got that one right.
There you go.
Were unwinding at a dive bar that happened to have a fighting pit when they were approached by a large human named Gorel Nightfoot. Some of you may recognize that name. And his companion, a dwarf named Flint Fireforge. All of you probably recognize that name, otherwise you don't know anything about Dragonlance. Gorel, after admiring Jadek's warhammer, challenged him to a fight where the winner would keep the hammer. Jadek's pride and hubris got the better of him, and he accepted, thinking that he would wipe the floor with the young man. Things did not go as planned, however.
Jadek got Gorelled.
Quick story,
Gorel
because
became the-
Lord Forth put I help the homeless, I give them boozes on the colder nights. I was in Penn Station one night, and the trains were delayed as usual, and I was waiting forever, and this homeless guy comes up to me, and he was clearly drunk. And everybody is like moving away, and I wasn't really paying attention because I was watching the board, hoping my train number would pop up so I could go find the train. Kem Chan gets this story.
I get it.
So the
I
guy
was
comes
drunk
up to me and asks me for money, and I didn't have I don't carry cash on me usually, so I had maybe a little bit of pocket change, and I said, look, this is all I've got. I said, but I have one requirement: you can only use this to buy beer. And he said, that's what I was planning on, and then took the money and left. I've got another better homeless man story, but we
It's
don't
a
have time for it tonight.
heartwarming
Maybe
story
later
for
tonight.
the holidays.
Yes. I got another great story in the subway with a homeless guy named Horatio. But I'll tell that another time. I wonder what happened to him. I hope he's still around. He was awesome. Anyway, things did not go as planned, however, as Gorel beat the Minotaur handedly. We just realized I got one hit on Gorel. Not very good. And again, Gorel got the Warhammer as his reward. Jadek left the fight not only beaten, but with a broken horn and without his prized hammer. I'm just looking
That's the
for
story of how
one
Gorel got his
divine
hammer.
Anybody know that song? One divine hammer.
Nope. Let me
Breeders?
guess. It's
No,
they
it's
might be
Breeders.
giants.
No, Breeders. Come on, guys. Bone up on your '90s alternative music. That's the only section of music I'm aware of.
I'm not a big Breeders fan.
Fuck
I like
you, Will.
I like Cannonball, and that's about it.
Alphasian's gonna die.
That's a given.
From there tonight, I mean. From there, we traveled to
Like
Solace.
now.
Yeah, he's dead. Roll with his
In
character.
this flashback,
Yeah.
he's gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've been weekending at Bernie's him up until like when you saw him in Tarsus. So anyway, from there we traveled to Solace in late autumn. There, a draconian officer named Odysseus was searching for the town's blacksmith, a man named Theros Ironfeld. He and the draconian soldiers under his command found Theros trying to sneak some elf refugees out of Solace. The draconians killed the elves and cut off Theros' arm before throwing him into a cage in the caravan heading for Pax Tharkus slave mines. There, we traveled to Solamnus and Castle Crownguard. In early summer, where the Blue Dragon Army was attacking. Sir Derek Crownguard, his brother Sir Edwin Crownguard, and his friends Sir Aaron Talbot and the soon-to-be deceased Sir Alphatian Malcarite. All Knights of the Rose and the highest order of the Knights of Solamnia tried to defend Derek's family home and the last defense between the North and Solamnis. During the battle, Edwin was killed, and then Derek fell as well, leaving Alphatian and Aaron to figure out how to rescue the unconscious Derek and flee the burning castle. Little hint for what you got coming there, Will.Playa. Finally, we travel to the forests of southern Urgoth in mid-autumn, where twin Kaganesti, or wild elf sisters, Khailani and Khailani. You always do this to me with these names, Jason.
You should be used to it by now.
I know, but it doesn't make it hurt any less. Had discovered that nature, something that they had always been very attuned to, had suddenly felt like it came alive. They could feel the power of nature and their connection to it more than ever. Just then they noticed an elf maiden they had never seen before, standing by the nearby lake. She was facing away from them, and they could only see her long silver hair. At that moment, Khailani had a vision of an elf wizard wearing red robes. He had golden skin and hourglass eyes. And that's where we pick our story up tonight. Khailani, there is nothing but darkness. You hear a voice in the distance, sounds like miles and miles away, calling your name. Khailani. Khailani. You recognize it as the voice of your sister. She calls again and again and again. Finally, you were able to kick off the grogginess that you're feeling. Slowly open your eyes. Your head is filled with pain. At first, everything is blurry as the sun shines down through the branches of the trees above.
Stop reading the chat.
One to Find Hammer is the name of the song. Called That's What Gonna Kill Will. Finally, your vision comes into focus, and you see your sister kneeling over you. Are you okay? I was so worried. What happened?
I don't know. I saw something. This feeling just came over me, and I saw this elf. We have to find him. I think he's in trouble.
No, there was an elf by the water with silver hair. Do you mean her?
No. Someone with golden skin and strange eyes.
I didn't see it. I didn't see that at all. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't know. Who was that elf? Who was the other elf that you saw?
I don't know.
Silver hair?
When we were looking in that direction, you suddenly screamed out in pain and then passed out. And when I looked back over in that direction, the elf was gone.
Are there any tracks?
I'll be honest, I haven't looked. Are you sure you're okay?
I can travel.
Do you think that they're connected, these two?
I don't know. It's worth looking into.
All right, well, stay here. Get your feet under you for a minute. And let me go check by the lake. Khailani goes and checks over by the lake where you had seen the elf maiden standing. She starts to move in a westernly direction, going around the lake a bit, and then stops, looks back down on the at the ground, and sort of retraces her steps a bit, follows the same path as she was originally following. Does this a couple of times, and you can see that she looks perturbed. Now, she is a expert tracker. And you know, this is an expression that you haven't seen from her, you know, in years, if ever. And she walks back over to you and says, I don't get it. The tracks, they just disappear. I don't know if she didn't want to be followed, I suppose. I don't know if she hid her tracks. It was expertly done if she did. But anyway, she's the least of our concerns right now. What were you saying about this elf with gold skin?
Something. I saw him as clear as I'm seeing you right now. He seems like he's in trouble.
And any idea who he is or where he is?
No. All I saw was him. He was wearing red robes.
Do you think
Now,
that
Adam, the sisters wouldn't have any real reference on that, would they?
they would have a general idea that it's a, you know, because they wouldn't have a lot of knowledge because you know, the magic is not prevalent
Right.
in you know, there and
not
especially
really
within the
not really
wilder
there.
elves.
Yeah.
You know, you would know enough to know that if there would be any elf wizards, they would most likely be wearing the white robes of good. Like, you have a general enough understanding of good, neutrality, and evil within the mages, but that's really about it.
Okay.
So, and most of it would be like from stories and
Right.
you know, hearsay, myth.
He may have been one of those wizards, and if he was, he's wearing red robes, which is strange for an elf.
Will, do you pay attention to this show at all?
Yeah, I do.
Are there elves with golden skin in Dragonlance?
Stop reading the thing.
There's one.
Run the show.
Where you think we need to find him?
I do.
Look, I trust your instincts, of course. But where would we even begin to look?
I don't know.
Is he here in Urgoth?
No, he's far away. Adam, do you have a map of where Urgoth would be?
I do. Let's see if I can pop it up on the screen for everybody. And we'll see if this map... this works. Everybody in the right spot? Yep. Okay, good. There we go. This is the pre-Cataclysm map here. Do I have another one? Yes. Hold on. No, that's just Evidencia. All right, we're going to look at this. It's basically in the same spot, but now there's a body of water in between, which I'll show you. Let me show it to the players. Do you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, you guys are sort of over here, this forest on all the way to the left-hand side.
Stand by. Okay, go ahead. Which forest?
So all the way to the left-hand side where it says the Egothian something. I can't read it on this screen here.
You read it better than me. I thought it said
I see.
Lucifer.
You got, and where Tarsus is over, see where the Corollas Mountains is over there, the
Yep.
Corollas Motherland or whatever, Carland. Tarsus is south of that, and
Okay.
there's a little river here or a little inlet here. That is a big now body of water. Urgoth is now its own island.
I see.
Basically, it's a big island, but it's its own. It's almost its own continent, effectively.
Got it. Okay, so So the rest of the adventuring party is not even on the same continent.
Right. From you right
Okay,
now, correct.
cool. Got it.
So you would need to get all you can really tell is that they are not on Urgoth.
Yep, that they're far away.
Yeah. But I mean, there are ports, not that far, a few days journey from where you are.
We would need to find a way to the east. He's far away, on the other continent, in the other country.
If you think that this is the best course of action, I'm certainly with you, of course. I mean, we can travel east and find, a ship to take us, I guess. We don't have much in the way of steel, but maybe we could find our way and work our debt off if we could find somebody. I mean, I don't know.
Well, seems as good a plan as any.
Do you think that this has anything to do with the feeling that we have now of the change in nature?
I think it's too much of a coincidence for it to be. It's too convenient for it to be a coincidence. I think they're related.
I agree, but I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. But whatever we do, we need to be cautious. Certainly, the feeling that I get is a good feeling. It's a warmth, a comfort.
Yes, I agree.
But an elf wizard and wearing the red robes, and this mysterious silver-haired elf, I don't know. It makes me concerned.
I don't know why they're important, but they are important.
Do you want to go today, or should we wait until the morning?
I'm ready to travel if you are.
Of course. So you guys then begin making your trek east to find a little port town and a ship to take you to the other continent of Abundancia, which I think I said correctly. Sounded good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
You guys don't know the difference. The people in chat are the ones who are going to be yelling at me. Abundancia. Welcome to Abundancia. From here, we're going to go back to a familiar location. About 2.5 months earlier, where we bring ourselves to Castle Crownguard.
Uh-oh.
And the shit show that's going on there currently, where both of the Crownguard brothers, Derek and Ergrin, have fallen. Not Ergrin, I'm sorry. Ergrin is your other character. Yeah. Edwin. Edwin is beyond help. His head is about 5 or 6 feet from his body at this point. His body is over by Derek. His head is over where Edwin's token is right now. Derek is knocked the fuck out.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. And surrounded.
And surrounded. Our friend... and Aaron has yelled this out, by the way.
Yep.
So Aaron did alert Alphasian that Edwin is dead and Derek is down.
Way to go, Aaron.
Our friend Alphasian is also surrounded by some Draconians.
Yes.
And that is where we are going to pick up with Alphasian's turn. Oops, I moved my thing here. And
You should give one of the other fine players here control of Aaron. Wait,
Jason
you,
already has
Jason,
Aaron.
you were doing that last week. One of my
Yeah, I had him, but he's not in my thing anymore.
Well, why don't you tell people what goes on Wednesday as I fix this?
Why, of course I will. Every Wednesday, well, I shouldn't say every Wednesday, but currently on Wednesdays here at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we are playing Deadlands, The Weird West. We've got, the show is called Blood and Gold. It is a spoof off of the Dutchman's, Lost Dutchman's Mine, Western myth. And we've got, I think, 1 or 2 more episodes left before it'll be done. And then we'll be going to Greyhawk, starting up a Greyhawk campaign.
There he is. Got him.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he's in the top of your thing.
Yep, I found him.
Ta-da!
So, the Wacky Cowboy's got a couple more episodes left. Are you still on next week and the following week?
Yeah, actually.
Because we will not be here next week and the following week
Yep.
here on Dragonlance.
But we will be on Wednesdays because I guess the Wednesdays crew doesn't have family. They love them.
Just a bunch
That's
of
one way of putting
misfits
it. Yeah,
who
pretty
found
much.
their way together through the Wacky Cowboy.
Do
The wacky cow.
It actually was from Savage World, Savage Land, Tales of a Savage Land. Is that the first one you guys did, right?
Tales of the Savage Land was the first thing that we did on Wednesday, and then
And this is the same group for the most part, yes?
Yeah, and then we did Sector 1, and then the Vampire. And
Yeah.
So, yes.
And
It's the same group.
go on to below. If you're on Twitch, go down below and join the Discord chat.
Mhm.
Dylan from the Wacky Cowboy has made a fully functional Discord chat, and it's been very active. Not by me, but I've seen
You've
it.
poked your nose in here or there.
I did. I popped in now and then. But he's doing a great job on that, so check it out.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to see past episodes of anything that we've done, where would they find that, Adam?
Find that on YouTube /Mr. Adam PL.
There it is.
So when you go to watch on Sunday or anytime after that, my Christmas Spectacular, you can also poke around and find other episodes of roleplay stuff that we've done over the years.
Wait a minute. Yeah, he is. Oh, wait. What do you mean by all the way with Word of the Lance? Is that the modules? We're going to do all the modules.
Yes, we are. We're doing all of the War of the Lance modules. We're taking a bit of an interlude right now, but yes, we will be back after the holidays with War of the Lance. So we will be finishing all of the modules. So stay tuned on Fridays at 9 p.m. for that. All right. Wilda player,
Yeah. Okay.
you are surrounded.
That's all right. I'm going to kill me some more draconians here.
And for those of you watching, I should explain what we've been doing here the last week.
Yeah, because obviously Dave doesn't know, and he thinks that.
Yeah, so we're taking a bit of an interlude to introduce different characters, and I'm not going to explain why, but for those of you who know the modules and have read the books, some shit goes down in Tarsus, and we're in the middle of that shit going down right now, where we stopped, where the Red Dragon Army is attacking. We have the party, including the new players, the new characters, I should say, as well as our NPCs, which are our OG Dragonlance PCs. We're running as NPCs here. Sometimes you find them in strange and unusual ways and situations. They are split up in 9 different ways right now. So now we are getting to learn more about some of these new characters that have appeared in Tarsus or will appear in Tarsus for our draconian friend Odysseus's benefit. So, Wilda playa, or should I say Alphasian? Yes.
Dot surrounded.
Malkarite, Alphasian Malkarite. Do we have cool killing
shit. No, we
draconian
don't.
music on?
Yeah, I didn't have any music at all on. Sorry, guys.
So it's my turn, right? I get to attack.
Yes.
All right, then I'm just going to go ahead and go after. I don't think any of these 3 draconians that are left standing are injured. Correct? These guys are all.
I
healthy?
can tell you momentarily. Let me just get our jukebox playing.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and. Because all I got on me is my dagger. Currently.
Of course, the first song that pops up is Forest Critters, which would have been perfect for our our first session here. And then Forest Revealed.
14 doesn't hit. 25 will.
Oh, near defeat. That one sounds promising. Okay.
All right.
All
If
right.
there's one that is injured, I will be attacking him. If not, then
22,
I will
22. The one right here looks really bad. I'm sorry. Is
That's-
that the one? Yeah, that's the one.
be. Okay, then that's the one I'm going after.
Sure.
And
Okay.
I've seen that these foes turn to stone.
You did see that.
I will be using my dagger.
Because your sword is still stuck into one of them.
Stuck in one of them. I will be using my dagger
Not for long, though.
with a subdual damage by
Okay.
Hiya! You know, so
Sort of pummeling him with the...
yes,
Hitting with the back of
pummel,
it.
bam.
Pummeling
Yeah.
with the pummel. That's where the pummeling comes from, I suppose.
So
I'm here to educate and not just entertain folks.
6 points.
Dead.
Bam.
Well, knocked out, I should say.
Okay,
So he gets a red
I've done that
X.
to 3 of them now.
The ones with the red...
Are
No,
knocked out.
is it the knock... The ones with the red X are
dot.
killed. The ones with the
Right,
purple,
the purple
dots,
are
are
knocked
out.
out. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So,
Okay,
yes.
there's only 2 left. And I already know that pretty much Derek, with his non-listening ass, is... I have
Knocked
to hurry
out.
up and try... Well, I got to try and finish these guys off so I can try and go and save Derek, which I found out last week is a complete asshole from those who read the books.
He's your friend, one of your closest friends.
He is my friend.
So,
You know,
what? He's maybe just misunderstood.
obviously I see something in him.
Yeah. I mean, even he can even wear on you at times. For example, the fact that you're still in this burning castle and not running for
Exactly.
safety.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I'm done. That's all I got. I used last week. I used up my, all my my points and stuff. So I have no
All right.
no other special abilities at the moment.
Aaron Talbo.
So Adam, quick
Yeah.
question: how much does Aaron care about Derek? And
Aaron does care about Derek.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Um,
And is a knight and wouldn't leave a
Yeah.
fallen comrade.
that's kind of what I was asking.
Yeah. So
'Cause
he
he
may
does-
be one for the drink and a little bit of, inappropriate humor at times, but
But he's a stand-up dude.
yes.
Okay, so now over here, this guy, there's one guy who's unconscious.
Yeah.
This-
The one, yeah. Of course, the
kinda
person
strange.
whose Twitch handle is based on the Dark Queen
Bad guys.
Tiamat thinks that all knights are arses. Unsurprising.
So this guy over here is dead. This guy over here is unconscious. This guy over here is dead. This guy is unconscious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Aaron will find out
You're breaking up a little bit.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Aaron's gonna
Yeah,
shoot
that's what you're gonna do.
There you go. Which one?
this guy right here.
The guy right... that guy. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I
Oh,
gotta...
And I'll show you. I'll teach you how ammunition works.
As you can see, I did not have a chance to... oh, this guy is so close to being done. We're gonna
should
say
just say he's
he's so close. We're gonna say he's not. Are you doing lethal or non-lethal damage?
Oh, lethal.
All right, then we will say that he is dead because he is so close, and we've got other fish to fry.
So what happens to them when they die? Stone.
Turn to stone. These are
Okay.
the ones that turn to stone.
So
now we got a statue right here next to.
Will run. He's gonna run this way off the building
Okay.
and try to like land on the statue and kick it down
Yeah.
into this.
Sure. Roll a acrobatics or athletics check. Well, I guess it's just strength or dexterity because this is an NPC.
It would be, yeah, I'm just going to use dexterity.
Sure.
That's some kung fu shit right there. Oh.
20. Yeah.
Yep.
So Aaron, who Alphasian has no respect for, shoots an arrow on the run.
Yes.
Nails the and this guy is just sort of, he just turns to look around because he sees that this other knight has fallen. He knows that someone's been shooting arrows. He goes to turn around. As soon as he looks at you, he just sees the arrowhead inches from his face as it goes into his eye, turning him to stone. Without missing a stride, Aaron leaps from the building. Sort of does a Bruce Lee kick in the air, flying kick in the air. Hits the head of this Draconian, snapping the arrow that had been protruding from its eye. Knocks the Draconian statue back into this guy, knocking him to the ground.
Flames by any chance?
No.
Does it push him into that fire by any chance?
You know what? Roll me D20.
Yes.
High or low?
High.
All right.
Yeah.
Knocks him into the fire. So he is going to take 7 points. Hold on. I should probably open these guys up just to make sure they're fire damage business, but let's see. Where are my...
Yeah, their scales aren't reddish, are they?
No, these guys are brass. Brass monkey. That funky monkey. Yep, he takes 7 what was it? 7 points of damage, I think.
Nice.
Yep, 7 points of damage. All right. And Aaron is now. We'll move this dude out of the way. We'll put him over by Headless Edwin. Which, interestingly, was already his nickname, and now it's just apropos. Weird. Weird.
Art imitating life.
Yep. Draconians. I'll tell you what, Kim-chan, you want to run some Draconians while you're waiting?
I'm not doing anything else. Sure.
All right, hold on.
Derek's down for the count, so why not? All right.
I'm giving the access here. All right.
Okay. Draconian. Got it.
So pick a Draconian and attack.
Start swinging.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
You want to attack Aaron, or do you want to attack Alphasian?
Oh, I see. Okay.
There's four
attack-
left. Two at the bottom, two
I'll
at the top.
attack the flying archer over here.
Yes. Bring it on.
All right. We got Kem-chan versus Jason, Adam versus Will.
All right. So the one that just was thrown into the fire gets up and attacks. What has he got? Oh, he got multi-attack. All right, so he's gonna try to claw.
Okay.
Crap. Just lost. There we go. 19.
19 hits.
Is a hit. Yeah.
5 damage.
5? Okay.
5 slashing.
Oh yeah, I was thinking you're attacking the Draconians, but yes, you're.
I am the Draconian.
You are the Draconians, motherfucker.
And a bite for the second attack.
21.
21.
Oof.
8 piercing.
8? Okay.
And now you have the second guy.
And he goes, take that. And the second guy joins in with the longsword. 10.
10 misses.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit
Okay.
at night probably.
Probably not. No, and he'll second attack with the claw. 18.
Miss.
Oh. All right. And those are. Oh, and then there's one that's hurt, right? That one with the purple. Is he
He's
down?
unconscious.
Oh, he's
yeah,
unconscious.
so it's just those two
Okay.
guys.
So it's just those two. Gotcha.
All right, though now the ones below attacking Alphasian. I think that guy down below doesn't have his sword anymore. So we're gonna do a bite and a claw. 7 will miss. And the claw. Unless that claw is the famous Mr. Claw. And it's
That's got to be they might be giant.
that is, yes. 22.
Ah, fuck you. That hits.
There's 7 points of damage. And then the guy up above, he will attack with his longsword and then a bite. Ah. So he has 2, right, because I have it set up so he basically rolls, twice all the time, for
Right.
whatever. He rolled a nat 20 and also a nat 1. The nat 1 is the first one, so he rolled me a percentile.
All right, here we go. Do, 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 do. And I have to tell you, oh no, it's just, I need to
It's
get 25.
Yeah, it's 25%.
No, nothing.
Nope. So nothing happens. And now he's going to come in and bite you.
Isn't that the guy missing a tooth?
Yeah, a 6.
Okay.
All right, so that's it for them. Edwin is dead. Derek is unconscious. Alphasian.
Using my free interaction, I will bend down and pick up the longsword from the unconscious guy in front of me.
All right.
Nice.
There you go.
Okay. And then I will... These guys are all healthy. I haven't done anything to these guys. So I'm going to attack the one up top. 27
No, misses.
and a 20.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay, so 11
Oof.
and 9. And I will be using the flat of the blade against...
Yeah. He's really close to being dead.
How about thee? Away! I have no time to dally with you. I have to go find my friend Derek, who's obviously put us in jeopardy.
All right.
I'm done.
Aaron Talbo.
So, quick look around. Is there any way out of this bottleneck flame brigade that I'm in right now?
There are... Basically, you would know 2 ways out. One is down through these stairs. Now, you would have to go around here, through here, under here, up through here. This is burning. But
Yep.
you don't know that yet. Down these stairs, or out the front door where Alphasian is.
Oh, so I'm close to the exit.
Yes.
And the only
again,
way
you can
to
go
get-
under this awning here, this roof. The roof is
The roof is on fire.
But you can pass through this with really no issue. You might want to duck just because
What
it's
it-
hot, but
What is that? Just a pass through?
Yeah.
Like,
that's all it is.
okay, cool. All right, so I am going to grab Fel Knight, throw him over my shoulder, and then start running.
Okay.
5, 10,
Just roll me a
15.
strength check just for shits and giggles.
Sure.
Just because people are attacking at this, at the same time.
Oh, I got a 7.
Oh.
Yeah, you're able to sort of, you're holding him up, but he's just like dead weight. He's in fucking plate armor. So you've got him up. You just haven't been able to get him up onto your shoulder yet, as you're trying to dodge the blows
Cool.
of the Draconians near you.
Can I start dragging him away?
Sure.
But like at half speed?
Half speed, yeah.
Okay, cool. So 5 and 15.
There you go.
So
All right.
we're underneath.
They will take
here.
2 attack. Kim-chan, you get 2
Bring it.
attacks of opportunity
Nice.
on this knight.
Go with the longsword. 6 doesn't.
Nope,
Right.
it'll miss, I
Nope.
imagine.
And then
I don't
claw.
think a 6 will hit anything besides like a...
24 with the
from it.
claw.
Well, you
Whoa.
get one. You get 1 attack with each one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
One guy has a longsword, the other guy's using his claw.
I dig it.
So that
24.
nat 20 will hit, but it's only 9 points of damage. It could have been worse. But
Okay.
all right. Draconian's turn. Kim-chan, you go first.
Okay. So, yeah, why not? Keep going with the longsword. The one guy with the longsword.
You got to move
18.
them.
Oh, I gotta move him.
Yes,
That's
he's...
right.
he
He's
just
moving.
throws his longsword like a spear. His aim is true.
Oh, damn it.
Can you move them or no?
No, I can't move him.
All right, well, I'll move them for you, just to be first.
Yeah,
He
there you
misses,
go.
by the way, with an 18, I believe, right?
Correct.
And I'm assuming
Oh,
this
he
other
did.
guy is going to move down here, too?
Yep, right next to him.
All right. Make you out of... Oh, wait, he has another attack, I guess, that first guy.
Okay.
He can either use a bite or a claw.
He'll go a bite, yeah. Oh, no, wait, that's Derek. Sorry. Coming in. Here we go. There you go. Bite. 19 hit.
That does.
All right.
Ooh, for 9 points of damage.
Yikes. All right.
That was just as much as the crit.
All right. And then the second draconian will go with the claw. 18
Miss.
doesn't
Miss.
hit. Miss. Second attack, bite. 11 misses.
All right. Alphasian, you are being attacked. This guy up at top first, longsword. 7. Probably hits you, I imagine, right?
Ping,
And a bite. An 8.
ping.
Yeah, you've really gotten this guy off your game. You're not even moving. He's just hitting. He's
No,
just
I'm just
hitting your shield
ping.
directly. You know, your shield is like dangling by your side, and he just keeps hitting it for some reason.
Yeah, I'm not even doing anything. He's just like, I'm gonna get you.
The other guy from below rolls an 11, miss, and a bite. 13. Man,
Ping, 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 ping.
I was hoping to kill Alphasian. I take that back. They rolled a 24 and a 38.
Uh-huh. 38.
Was that a 56? Wow, he really hit hard.
What is this, 3rd edition?
That's for 900 points of damage.
Exploding draconian dice is what it is.
All right, Alphasian.
All right, let's go ahead and take out this. Well, first attack the one who's I've wounded. 24
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
for
he's
9.
gonna be dead.
Back.
Wait,
Then I'll turn-
you're I'm assuming knocking him out, or you killing
Yes.
him?
No, because I don't want to use the blade. I'm
Yep,
using the
okay,
flat.
Just making sure.
So I will turn then and have the second attack against that guy.
Yep.
27. Bang for another 9 points.
That's his first 9 points, but yes.
I'll tell them, it's like, I don't know if you can understand me, lizard man, but maybe you should surrender.
We speak common.
Oh, good. So surrender.
No, you surrender.
I have killed almost all of your companions. I will probably do the same to you.
Roll a intimidation check.
All right. 15.
17. That's
Guy
with his
is-
negative. He rolled
This
an
guy
18.
is, this guy wants a piece of me, Brad.
Does. He's like,
Jeez.
that was my brother!
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They were all my brothers.
We're all hatched out of the same brood, or whatever the hell they are.
All right. Aaron.
Okay, Adam, talk to me about this burning thing that I'm underneath.
Yes, it's burning.
Okay. How
And
badly?
you're underneath it.
It's pretty. It's pretty much alight at this point.
Okay. Is there anything that looks like if it weren't there, this entire thing would collapse? Like any structure, any beam, anything like that?
There's, the beams on this side here, where the fire is really raging, are certainly weakened by quite a bit. Yeah, you feel like if you can get enough force up there, it'll hurt, but you might be able to knock it down.
All right, so I am going to throw Derek clear of this area. I want to get him to, like, here.
Okay.
We're gonna try.
Strength check.
Strength check? Okay. I got a 10.
So you take him.
You just got.
And you go, ah! And he just falls face first onto the cobblestone in front of you.
So right here.
So he is right here now, yes.
Okay. All right, I'm just gonna out of the area here, like put one, and then can I get a shot on this support beam? I just want to literally run into it and try to knock it out.
Sure.
Okay.
Roll a strength.
So I'm gonna shove him out of the way, and then
I'll move it. There we go.
and then,
But he's not that
like,
far. 'Cause he's
No,
laying on the ground in plate
threw
armor,
him.
so you can maybe get him there.
Okay.
that's fine. And then I'm going to try and do this heroic thing. Oh, fucking 10s!
That's enough to knock that one down. The DC was 10.
All right, so I yell out as I'm doing this, Alphation, grab Derek! And
Now
I
I'm gonna
slam.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I slam into the post. I'm not looking to get out of the way. I'm looking to bring this whole thing down.
You'll have an opportunity to get out of the way. Just roll a
Okay.
dexterity check.
All right, if I do, cool. If not, then he dies very heroically.
He's still alive, so he's gonna survive somehow.
Yeah, this is
All
the.
right. Nope, not this way.
Not
This
right
is
now,
collapsing
though.
right
Yeah.
on him.
So you're gonna take. It might be Aaron Talbot Jr. Joining us in 4 points of damage.
Oh, that's
Okay.
not too bad.
So he's still alive, but he's probably on fire at this point, and not really.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't really. Besides his hair and his mustache, there's not a lot at that. I mean, and he's like his cloak. If he gets out of there, he won't still be on fire because his cloak is going up, of course, but he's wearing metal armor, which is also
Right.
going to make it very hot and uncomfortable. So he's going to need to get out of there fast, but. If he gets out, little stop, drop, and roll, he should be okay. But
Okay.
also, I'm going to need the Draconians to make a dexterity saving throw. So just click on
Oh,
dexterity for them.
Makes sense. Dex.
That'll miss. Oh, 5. Yeah, so one guy
Second
takes
one?
full brunt. Second, they both take full brunt. And because they're not expecting this, they take 10 points of damage each. And they are stuck underneath the beams of the burning beams and roof of this overpass.
So good job.
Thanks.
There you go.
Now it is their turn. They're probably going to need to use their action to try to get out from
out.
underneath this thing. So
Yeah.
a strength check.
Sure. There's one. 15.
He's able to pull himself out, but he's still underneath this burning thing. But unless he goes this way, he's not going to be able to get out.
Right. You can't go forward. So
No,
okay.
he'd have to go backwards because he'd
All
have
right.
to
So
get past.
that top one will go
All right,
backwards.
so he's going to move over here and get out of the
And
fire.
the next one, strength.
He's able to do the
17.
same thing.
Yeah. Backwards.
Again, in order to get out totally of the flames, he'd have to go this way. Otherwise, he could sort of move to the edge over here, but he'd have to clear more rubble at the same time.
No, he'll go backwards.
Okay, so he's going out this way.
Yeah.
All right. Alphasian.
Let's get this one guy dealt with, so I can go and. Probably should have run if I'm not going to kill him this round. I'm just talking out loud. I'm thinking out loud too. All right, so I got 26 and a 26.
I think they'll hit.
So
Oh, by
that's
the
a
way,
6
this guy crumbled,
and a
and your
9.
sword will be free on the way out by now.
Okay, so I did 15 points of damage.
He
to that dude.
is unconscious, I'm guessing, or is he dead?
Unconscious.
Okay. As you turn, after you do, you see that this guy is now crumbled into dust, and your sword is laying within that dust.
Oh, that's convenient. And so he'll go running
It
past.
probably should have happened last turn, but I
Yeah.
forgot to keep track last time.
Well, he went in the middle of the combat
Yeah.
just to chuck it. So he'll run past, he'll grab his sword, and then he's going to go down the street screaming, Aaron! Derek! Aaron!
You see Derek laying on the floor, and then the collapsed structure behind him.
I'm in here, Alphasian!
We can move this. We can right now move this out of turn order, but I'm going to keep the turn order up for a second.
Okay. Well, so, like, I could see through the burning wreckage and whatnot that Aaron's
I mean,
in
you
there?
can see enough in the debris and the fire that Aaron is in there.
All right, I'm just going to go up to the debris and just going to grab it.
Get
no
Derek
concern.
clear!
All right.
No concern from myself. You
Or
first.
Derek, apparently.
Derek's kind of an ass, and
10
he deserves
points of
it.
damage you take.
Ouch. Do I need to roll like a strength check or something? Athletics?
Athletics, or yeah.
All right. Okay, here we go. 18.
All right, yeah, you're able to clear the way and pull Aaron out obviously with his help. So
start.
you are all now on this side of the fire. Derek is still down. As that happens, I need everybody to roll me a wisdom saving throw. Well, I guess the two of you
these
roll me a
dragons.
wisdom saving
I
throw.
was gonna
That's
say,
why
Tony
Linus
do not
kicked
punch.
so much ass, because Linus would be like, oh, there's a dragon.
Aaron does not save.
Okay.
Oh,
So you
Wisdom.
guys see
nah, neither do I. Fucking dead.
flying overhead
Oh boy.
a blue dragon.
I know I tend to drink a bit, but this
Now
that's
this
real.
he's not exactly right here. He's like over here, high up, but yeah. So, and you guys are terrified of this thing. What did you roll, Will? A 10?
10. I was terrified of it last time.
Yeah. So,
So, yeah, he's all
you're
about
gonna
getting
want
the
to
fuck
get
out
the
of
fuck
Dodge.
away from this dragon. Are you gonna take
All right.
Derek with you?
Yes. Definitely, I'll grab Derek. There's nothing says I can't grab
With the
Derek
two
and-
of you, like if you each take like an arm and drag him,
Dude, I can totally lift him by myself.
So could I, but like, let's just grab him and go. Can we do the weekend at Bernie's with him?
yeah.
Like,
Put on some sunglasses. Tie some ropes to his mustaches to make them move when his hands move.
yep.
All right, so you guys are able to run away. As you leave the castle, you hear this sound of electricity. Not that you know what that is with your primitive minds.
Oh, whatever.
Sounds like lightning bolts.
Yeah, it sounds like lightning crashing, and there's the snapping of wood and rock as you look behind, and as you're running and see this dragon, and then others following it, blasting the castle with lightning breath. If there was anybody left alive in there, they're not now. Like, the castle is completely destroyed.
Multiple dragons.
Yes. You can see 3 of them, although they're not on the map here. But you're continuing to run as far away from this first one. So
Yes.
the others didn't even need to get there for you guys to be afraid. So you guys find yourself running through the destroyed town outside of Castle Crownguard. You see the bodies of not just fallen knights, your brethren, but also of innocents, men, women, children. You see
Alphatians really, it's going to take a lot not to just put both feet in Derek's ass when he gets back up, because he's blaming. He sees all these people and he it's his fault they're dead.
Yeah. And you are able to make it to a horse and cart. Oh, 2 horses and cart. That is not being surrounded by the Draconian army. You're able to get Derek thrown into the back. One of you can drive. One of you can either go in the back or sit shotgun. Aaron probably would sit shotgun because he has arrows that he can shoot. I don't know if Alphatian does he?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Aaron is responsible and has been drinking today, so he's not.
He does have a short bow. He does have a short bow.
That's true. Aaron does.
And
we don't
I
promote
do
drinking
have-
and driving here at Wicked Studios.
That's right. Aaron will not drive today. He has been.
And I do have animal handling, which is the default for.
Well, land
Riding
vehicles
horses,
would be the default.
Yeah,
That's-
proficiency
for-
with land vehicles.
Yes.
But
But with that animal handling, you can make an animal handling roll just to see how well you drive this thing.
But land vehicles isn't a skill.
Yeah, it is.
It's a proficiency.
Yeah, it's
To be
proficiency. But animal handling is something you can do.
15.
Okay. Yeah, you're fine. You're able to get these horses moving. They have no problem getting the fuck out of town either.
I'm sure.
They're scared of these dragons too. And you ride south as fast as you can into Solemnus on your way to Whitestone. And from there, we're going to take our break. Since it's 10:22, a couple minutes early, but so thank you guys for hanging out with us here on D&D Friday as we play some Dungeons and Dragons in the world of Kryn as we present Dragonlance : Well, oh yeah, you got us thing.
Yes, when we get back, we are going to have another $10 gift certificate giveaway. I'll remind you guys when we get back. For Drive-Thru RPG.
You need to be in Twitch, www.twitch.tv/Wicked Studios LLC, in order to participate in the giveaway.
Yes. And Captain Mindmorph was very nice to be the first guinea pig on this. So you have to have an account with Drive-Thru, and it shows up when you go to checkout. Is how it works.
Got it. So you need
basically
to figure out what you want to get, go to checkout, and then you'll see that there.
Yeah, and it takes a day for it to get to you and show up. So there you go. But we'll do that when we get back.
Don't get so excited. Wait 24 hours. You do it tomorrow night. You find yourself some stuff on Drive-Thru RPG. You purchase it. Wicked Studios got you covered, baby.
There it is.
So that's why you hang out with. I mean, you hang out with us just because we're fun to hang out with on Friday night. But now you have another reason. Will's giving away cash.
Hey, cash. Sure.
I want to watch the D&D and I can win the cash. We'll be right back.
Yes, we will.
Oh.
And we're back. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Wicked Studios presents Dragonlance: Dragons of Mystery Part 4. And we have an opportunity now to enter. What do you got to do? You got to do that, like the exclamation point? What do you
Exclamation point drawing.
Oh, yeah.
Type that in to the chat, and you'll get entered in. I do
Remember,
have
you need
to
to
say,
be on Twitch to do this.
yes,
Twitch
and I do have to
/.
say, people who
Wicked
are
Studios LLC.
subscribers. Sorry, not to talk over you on that.
You were not paying attention, but go ahead. Talk
What?
about subscribers.
If you're a subscriber, you get extra tickets.
How many tickets do you get as a subscriber?
3.
So, we got Ciderin, Green Lantern got 4 tickets. Does that mean that they're subscribers?
Yeah, so you get 3 extra. I guess I should what I said.
Instead of
Should've
1, you get 4.
4. Yeah.
Well, 1, thank you guys for subscribing. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
And thanks for entering to win the cash.
Huzzah!
Huzzah for cash.
And
And you
luck. I hope
only
you guys
have
win.
to be a anybody can enter to win, but you get the extra.
No purchase
tickets to
necessary.
win. Yeah. So.
But you need to come over to Wicked Studios. Nope.
Ooh,
Twitch.tv/Wicked
thank you,
Studios.
brother.
Thank you for cheering 500 bits.
It unlocks some emotes too.
It unlocks emotes.
Yeah, the more people bid, it unlocks stuff.
Wow.
Like they have more emotes that they can talk.
What does that
with.
mean? Do you really need the emotes? This is the thing
Yeah,
people
you
like,
do.
right? They like
See,
these
this
things?
is where you're showing your age. I'm older than you, and I know you need emotes.
I guess you do.
Yeah,
I don't feel the need. I'll just type the shit out.
I feel the
I'm a
need.
good typist.
The need for emoji.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think Tom Cruise needs emojis.
Yeah, he does.
Thank you, Scott Marish, for subscribing to YouTube. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Ah.
Scott Marish has subscribed to YouTube like 500. Like, how do you keep subscribing to the same thing? I don't know how that works, but you keep doing it, and I appreciate it every time, Scott.
Scott's a good guy.
So anyway, before we get started, reminder to check out my Christmas Spectacular. It is a
It is
Christmas
spectacular.
variety show. Get comfortable, get yourself a glass of wine or coffee or something, and get a nice spot on the couch to watch it because it's not short. It's a full-length Christmas special in the vein of like those old 70s and 80s Christmas specials on network television. Does those still exist? Network television?
Not for
Yeah.
much longer.
I only watch FX or HBO or Netflix. That's it for me.
Or Disney. Come on now.
Oh, I like Disney Plus with one show. It's Mandalorian. I'm hoping some other ones are good too when they come on. But anyway, check that
they
out.
got good cartoons.
They do. I haven't watched any yet. But
They
like
have
those
awesome
Star Wars
cartoons,
ones.
actually.
Yeah. I like Star Wars. If you couldn't tell. Anyway, I've got you guys can't see it in the chat, but I have a
Millennium Falcon.
Millennium Falcon and Slave One, literally double-sided taped to my wall in the man cave down here. Anyway, hey, it worked. Check out Sunday YouTube/Mr. Adam PL. I'll put a thing in the chat for those of you on Twitch. Check out Sunday 3 p.m. Eastern Time, the premiere of the Zeidler Family Christmas Spectacular. Again, we've got a lot of Long Island theater talent singing their favorite Christmas songs, as well as holiday-themed comedy sketches to get you, I guess, in the mood, or at least to laugh a little bit at Christmas. And I'm wearing my Jingle Bros sweater. I'm ready for the holidays. So check that out on Sunday. It's a fun time. Because, hey, if you're going to sit here and watch this for 3 hours, you might as well watch that for half of the amount of time. That's my pitch to you.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, guys, back to the action. Oh, this is why Dylan is in charge of social media promotion.
Right? He started cranking out all this stuff. I'm like, oh, you could do that? I had no clue.
Yeah, he's much better at that than I never tried, to be honest with you, but better than you are.
Yes, you're very technologically savvy. Far superior to me.
Different, yeah, not with Twitch. I would, what's not Twitch? What's it called? Discord, though. I'm not a Discord guy. But sometimes I pop in there, so join the Discord, and maybe you can hear from me. All right, back to the action, guys. There's don't worry, there's some mentions on Hanukkah stuff in there, Sidorin. But you'll watch the special, you'll see it. I'm not going to explain it. I'm not going to ruin the fun.
Aren't we supposed to be playing D&D?
Are we?
Are we?
I thought we were just having a little
Is that what we're doing?
fireside chat. Also, while we're at it, join me tomorrow night where I do play some D&D with the Dragonlance Nexus folks on Twitch/Dragonlance Nexus, as well as their Facebook and YouTube pages. I play a time-traveling rogue named Colton Shade. As we travel through time in the Dragons on the River of Time, in the world of Kryn. So anyway, yeah, I popped into a Discord just solely to wish Queen Tiamat a happy birthday.
You popped in to just say happy birthday to me.
I did, and then on the game on Wednesday, I popped in to wish Will a happy birthday, and then immediately left.
Yep.
I was editing, so I couldn't, and I was distracted.
You don't have to give any excuses.
And I didn't know what was happening because I hadn't watched any of the other 5 episodes. Anywho, that's not true. I've watched some here or there. It seems good.
It's very good. Thank you very much.
Wednesday nights, watch The Wacky Cowboy here on Wicked Studios LLC. It seems good.
It is good.
Anyway, sorry.
It might be good.
It's been a week. Anyway.
It's better than bad. It's good.
Hey, I promise you've seen worse.
Yeah.
For example, I give you
Exhibit
A. All right. We are back in Southern Urgoth. At a port city. Somebody give me a port city in Southern Urgoth. Because I did not look any of this shit up this week. I'm so behind.
You're asking the wrong guys.
I'm
Maybe
talking about
Philadelphia.
chat. Not Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Cleveland.
Oh, you got me with that one. Watch previous episodes of things on Wicked Studios to see why Will thinks Cleveland is on the coast. This is not a joke. He really believes Cleveland is on the coast.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
And he grew up there.
Right.
Yeah. The reason I think it's on the coast is because it irritates the fuck out of Adam.
Did that start in our Marvel game? Is that where that started?
Yes.
Yes.
That started it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway.
I'm getting a headache from laughing.
All right,
Good
so
thing, I guess.
there's got to be a port in Southern Urgoth. I don't
Just
recall
make one
one
up.
either, but there's got to be. Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Southport. How about that? That's real
Southport.
generic.
Clevelandelphia.
Yeah, Clevelandelphia.
Clevelandelphia.
The port city of Clevelandelphia. And Khailani, you and your sister have arrived. Interestingly enough, you, Jadok, right? Jadok or Jadok? Jadok?
Static.
You, Jadok, have I'm not gonna look at a fucking Google.
I'm looking
slide.
at it right now.
Somebody just give me a goddamn name. Jadok.
Thank you, Lunturn.
What's the name of your?
Yeah,
What's-
Lunturn. He's like, do
Dude,
your damn research.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment.
Yep.
It is
yep,
very
yep,
fair.
And a reminder to enter into the drawing to win a $10 gift card or certificate for Drive-Thru RPG, which we are affiliate. So Drive-Thru RPG, thank you for kind of being as close to a sponsor as we're gonna get.
Huzzah?
Yeah, Bald Robin. Bald Ing, Robin. Thank you very much. What's the name of your ship, Jadek?
The Stormborn.
The Stormborn. That's right. As you get to the city and you ask around, currently the only this is a small town. This isn't really a city. The only ship currently in port is we'll say a less than reputable vessel, from the rumors that you've heard, called the Stormborn. And they warn you that the captain is a Minotaur.
Well, Khailani has absolutely no problem with that.
Eastport does have a name right in his name. I don't believe your sister would either.
Yeah.
Okay. So role
Quick
play
question.
shit. Why am I doing all the work here?
Khailani says, well, I think if we're looking to get to the other side of this body of water, we should get on this ship. So let's figure out a way that we can do that.
Quick question.
You're actually in
here, Adam?
Serval. Or Serval. How do you want to pronounce that? Serval?
Serval sounds more fantasy-esque.
Eastport probably is a little bigger.
Yeah, I like what Lutron said. Eastport has port right in its name.
I'm not looking at it. I'm not even bothering to look at the map, guys. I'm not even making that effort.
Adam,
Thank you
quick
for
question.
putting that link in the chat. Yes, Cam Chan.
Is this after? Is this after Jadek
This is
lost?
after by a couple of months. Yes.
Okay, gotcha. By a couple of months. Okay.
So Khailani will go up to the gunwale of the ship and yell out onto the deck. Now, what kind of ship? Is big ship, little ship? Was like
It's
describe the ship.
it's a big ship, obviously well made, obviously a pirate ship, because you do see like cannons, you do see like
It's got a flag
dark
with skull
sail.
and crossbones on it.
Like dark sails, not trying to stand out at all, other than being a big ship with cannons.
Got it. So Khailani will go up to the gunwale and call out onto the deck. Hello up there.
And oh well, go ahead. I'm sorry, Adam. I'm stepping.
No,
on
you're
your
the
toes
one. You got this is your thing.
here. Okay.
I'm just
all
here to
right.
facilitate a conversation between you two crazy kids. I'm about ready to leave in a moment. You guys.
All right. So, and the Minotaur captain sticks his head over, and he's got half a bottle of rum in his hand. It's like, what?
My name is Khailani.
Nah.
Pleasure to meet you. We're looking for passage to the mainland. Would you be going that way?
And he turns around and yells, "Why? Are we going to the mainland?" Yeah, yes, Captain.
Are you talking to Adewale?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wale.
Yeah, Wally.
Wally.
I forgot your nickname for him. Hi, Captain. We've got some business there, yes.
He turns back. He's like, turns out we are. Do you
very
have?
well.
Do you have money for passage?
Money, not
You're
particularly.
stumbling on your words. Yes or no?
One of those is definitely the answer.
He takes his swig and he's like starts chuckling at you. Which one is it?
I'd like to say it's the one that would get us on board the quickest, but that's probably not the truth. I don't have any money. No.
Then why are you talking to me? And he kind of like starts to walk away.
My good man, you seem to not have a very large crew.
He pokes his head back over. Yes.
My sister and I would be willing to work for passage.
Oi! Do we need any deckhands?
Hi, Captain. The others went on a bender and haven't returned.
Pirates on a bender. All right.
It's the name of my memoir, by the way.
Pirates on a bender.
All right. We need some work hands. And he motions you to come on up.
Oh,
But
this
you're
is
gonna work.
This
You're
is going to
gonna
be
work.
fun. Of course, of course.
He takes another swig out of the bottle. And what should we call you to?
My name is Khailani, and this is my sister Karani.
Okay. Adewale is my quartermaster. He'll be giving you your jobs. I am the captain.
And what should we call you?
Captain.
Yes.
And he kind of stumbles over to his quarters and slams the door.
You'll have to ignore him. He's been a little upset. Long story. Lost a hammer. He wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Start below deck. I take it you've been on a ship before.
Well, not exactly. No.
I take it you know how to mop shit up.
Well, we don't quite live indoors.
And what are you doing looking for work on a boat?
We need passage to the mainland.
Any money in it over there for you?
No.
All right, here's the deal. You clean, you mop, you do what any work that anybody tells you to do. It's going to be the work that nobody else wants to do. You can do that, earn your keep, you stay on the boat. You don't, you go overboard. Deal?
I think that sounds fair.
Great. So, downstairs. You'll find some mops. I would suggest you start getting the lower decks ready for the crew.
And what is a mop?
You seriously don't know what a mop is. Janet
comes back out. And he's like, "Did I hear this right?
You're the
What
one
is
who
a
hired
mop?"
You're the one who hired them, Captain. Sight on sight. Didn't even ask for a resume.
What is it you do exactly? Never mind on a ship, like on the land. What do you do?"
My sister is an expert tracker, and I'm somewhat of an herbalist and a naturalist. I know a great deal about the surroundings of the area and the animals and the plants therein.
Adewale leans in closer to Jadek and says, "So nothing at all useful."
That's what I'm getting.
You want to go downstairs. You know what a bucket is?
I believe so.
Believe so. Great. Find a bucket.
Wait a minute, herbalist. So you're good with like medicines and stuff?
Yes, I am.
If you could come up with a hangover remedy, you're in.
Oh well, I have just the thing. She reaches
And
into
then
her pouch.
he looks at the other one. You go find a mucket. A bucket.
Captain,
You go find a mucket.
Go find the bucket.
do you know what a mop is?
Yeah,
You know what I mean.
So Khailani reaches into her pouch, pulls out a sprig of like this like gnarly looking bark, and hands it to the captain and says, "Chew on this for a little while. You'll feel a little bit nauseous, but then you'll be right as rain, no problem."
And he looks at it, shrugs, starts chewing on it, throws it in his mouth, starts chewing on it. He's like, so how long do I have it? How long? Whoa. Wipes his mouth.
Better?
It's like all in your fur.
Like in the beard. In the beard. Oh. And he actually like looks kind of clear-eyed for the first time in a while. Whoa. Okay. Bracing. All right, you're in. Ugh.
At that point, Khailani comes back with a mop and a bucket, looks at the deck of the ship, and says, "You have got to be fucking kidding me."
And Chaddock looks at her and goes, "Blame your sister."
Well, he had a hangover.
And he just starts like wiping his beard out. Ugh. All right. How are we on the deckhands, Wally? Are we good to go?
I mean, I'd like to have another one or two with these two on board, but I also don't want to cut into any more, get into any more of my cut of the money. So yeah, let's just go. And
True.
And he points
All
at
right.
Khailani and says, "You take this thing, take the stick thing. Use the wiggly things at the end to mop up his puke. And do it fast, because that shit catches on." We leave in 20. And he goes and down below deck to alert the rest of the crew. From here, we're going to cut to Alphatian's house. It's a modest abode. 2 bedrooms, common area. Good amount of land. Probably 7 or 8 acres of land. It's been a few weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks since the fall of Castle Crownguard. Derek has been staying with you. It took him a few days to recover from his wounds. He's still not in peak physical condition, but he is healed enough. He has been railing this entire time about Sir Gunther. That's another dude. Not sending help to Castle Crownguard, knowing that there was going to be, or likely to be, a draconian, or they just knew an army attack, the army of the North, now known as the dragon armies, and it's been in very poor spirits. It is morning. It is just the two of you eating breakfast. And
Where's Aaron?
Aaron is at his own house, but he typically comes by in the afternoon, early afternoon. So you figure you've got about hour or two before he will appear. Derek is in a real sour mood, and says, after being silent, for most of the time that you've been at the table together eating, and finally he says, without even looking up, I think it's time to take Gunther down a peg. I should be leading the knights. He has done nothing to help the order. What? I'm sorry.
What's the protocol for that?
He would need to do, Derek, is something heroic enough to be able to challenge Gunther's already tenuous hold as the leader. There's a lot of people already who haven't been happy with Gunther. They think he's been he hasn't done enough in their eyes, in the Knights' eyes, to regain the glory that the Knights of Solamnia once had prior to the Cataclysm. And this is, and certainly this is not Gunther's fault, and Aaron is a little more reasonable about it too. Certainly Gunther has played everything safe. Some have argued too safe. Especially once there was word of armies amassing in the north. There were a lot of the Order who did want Gunther to send more men further north to defend Solamnus, and Castle Crownguard was really the best place to, to send and hold a garrison to be able to try to do that. Gunther felt that it would split the knights into too many different small factions, and felt like holding Whitestone and the High Clerist Tower, which is outside of Palanthas. Palanthas is one of the last real beautiful cities left in this part of the world. There are certainly areas of it that you would know, having spent a lot of time there yourself over the years. Parts of it that have sort of gone to ruin a bit outside of the Tower of High Sorcery in Palanthas, which it's not just rumor that it's cursed, it's pretty obvious that it's cursed. Anybody getting within the Shokin Grove, which leads to the tower, which was once a beautiful area, with these gorgeous trees lining the streets on the way to and from the tower, have become just a place of horror. Like, no one, even the bravest of knights wouldn't dare walk through that grove. Like, they couldn't physically bring themselves to do it. Some have tried over the years, and most have failed. Rumors have it is that when they tried to demolish the tower, that a black-robed evil, as the knights would call it, wizard, committed suicide, threw himself off the tower onto the spiked gates, and cursing the tower for good. And nobody would be able to come close and to be able to demolish it. It is the one blight on this otherwise beautiful and almost pristine city. And the legend has it that as long as the High Cleric's Tower holds, Palanthas will never fall. So he so this is misunderstood. Yeah, that's it. So Gunther wanted to send, and again, the knights are still in disarray. Like, a lot of the knights are young, a lot of them are still not well trained. There's not a lot of knights left. and he figured that, holding, and fortifying the High Clerist's Tower was more important to the overall cause than protecting the northern passage where Castle Crown Guard is.
Well, I agree. Gunther seems to be, lacking. But, dragons, Derek.
Yes, and we need to find a way to defeat them. I understand that these are... We don't know how. We need to find a way, and if we can find a way, then we can restore the glory of the knights.
Yes. I consider myself a brave knight, but I was overcome with fear. I couldn't even issue into combat against them.
There must be a way, a weakness. Every enemy has a weakness.
I agree. I mean, they killed them once. I mean, there were the dragon riders and those lances, but...
Yes.
I mean,
you recall the legend of Huma.
Yes. Of course I do. But first of all, I don't know of any good dragons, or lances for that matter. Palanthas, I'm afraid, is going to just fall just like everything else if it has to deal with fighting against dragons.
Look, even in legend, the High Cleric's Tower never fell, and if honorable men hold that tower, Palanthas will not fall. That said, we saw what they did to Castle Crown Guard, my home. You saw what they did to my brother.
I heard.
The oath and the measure dictate that we must do whatever it takes to defeat this enemy, to regain the glory of the knights. This is our opportunity, Alphasian.
I agree. And I follow your commands.
Good. I appreciate your friendship. And your help. I'll be damned if I know a place to start. The Library of Palanthas may have something. Maybe send some men. Have them talk to what is their gatekeeper's name? That monk, Bertram. See if you can find anything on the DragonLances. See if there's any information on where this lost history can be found.
As you wish. Do I have any men?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's a small contingent. There's not a ton of knights, and there's not a lot of knights in this area anymore because a lot of them that were here died in the attack on the castle.
Well, I'm not going to send Aaron, whoever he serves.
Yeah.
So I'll.
You'd send a Knight of the Crown, which is the lowest ranking of knight.
Okay.
You got Crown, Sword, Rose.
Very well. But I've prepared bags in case we have to make a hasty departure. Saddles are at the ready, as are mounts. I'm assuming they're not going to stop with having just destroyed your home.
No, they'll continue coming.
Yes.
From what our informants tell us from the north, those that survived, they've taken over really as far north as we've had people, and they're moving their way south. That's why that damn Gunther needed to send more men.
Yes, I agree. but he didn't. So
No, and
Here
he
we
will
are.
live to regret that mistake.
I'm sure he will, sir.
Send some men. It'll take them a few days to get to Palanthas and back. Tell them to tell Bertram that this is an emergency of the highest order.
Perhaps you should write out something that they can take with them.
He just sort of looks at you like, you expect me to write something?
Perhaps you should dictate something. I'll write it down, and then you can sign it.
Very good. Right, so Derek Crownguard, Knight of the Rose, I expect to see you pretending to write. Just kidding.
Sorry.
Just kidding.
Nope.
Play acting, Will. Damn it.
Demands.
That's right.
The drama teacher has spoken. Demands information found in the library of Palanthas on DragonLance. Anything more on the legend of Huma? We've brought to your estate. He's being nice when he calls it an estate, by the way. Immediately. This is a matter of urgent haste. Hugs and kisses. Derek Crownguard.
Do you wish to sign it, or
Yes. He
so I'll
signs
let
it
him
and
sign
put-
it,
and
then I'll
puts it-
shake the sand on it,
puts
put it
his-
in an envelope.
yeah. He puts his seal on it.
I'll give it to one of my men.
Okay. A couple days pass. It is late at night. Derek has been very antsy this entire time. He's been sort of going through the measure, which is sort of the Knight's Handbook, I guess, layman's terms, to try to figure something out, like try to get some sort of inspiration. And he's been frustrated the entire time. And finally, again, this is well past any time that any reasonable time where you'd get visitors. There is a knock on the door. Are you expecting company?
I'm assuming I'm in my bedroom. Or
Yeah.
do I have to stay up
Yes.
with this ass
Yeah.
because he's not sleeping?
He yells up. No, you probably in your bedroom. He yells from. He's still downstairs in
All right.
the common room. He's got like pages and books all over the table, trying to come up with a plan. And
I'll
he
come
yells,
out in my nightshirt.
Ophacian, yeah. Are you expecting company this hour?
I have my sword in my hand. No.
He lost his halberd, which sucks because that was a magical halberd. But you guys left that at the in the burning castle. But he has his longsword. Actually, you left it in dust of a draconian, but you've saved his life, so he has never once complained about it. He keeps saying, remember that halberd I used to have? It was so nice. I
was
really
choice.
miss it.
It was magic,
If only I had it. No, but I don't. No one's fault. It's no one's fault. All right, he takes out his sword as well.
Alphasian will go and just open the door. He's not going to have his sword at the ready.
Yep.
He'll have it at his side.
Yeah, same with and Derek just sort of has his hand on the sword hilt, still sheathed, but ready to draw if need be. You see leaving cloaked figures, and there is a note, sort of wedged into the door frame, and when you open it, it falls down to the ground.
I'll pick it up and I'll do that. Well, I'll stick my head out and I'll look both ways and see and then look for a couple of more odd seconds at the people receiving.
Yeah,
into
they
the
don't
darkness.
look. Roll a perception check for me.
We'll do that. That's not my best. That's persuasion. There's perception.
That won't help you here. They're
6.
Yeah, okay. It's dark, hard to see. They're
Yeah.
definitely cloaked figures. There's, like I said, 2 of them. They appear to be a little heavy set,
Like monks.
like monks would be, yeah. But it's hard to say because, again, you can't really see the, I mean, there's nothing that stands out about them, Again,
Well,
hard
they're
to say.
running away,
Yeah.
and they're not.
They're just sort of moving quickly. They're not running there, but it seems like they were here to deliver this note, and then that was it.
Okay.
That's your impression, anyway.
Then I'll just close the door, and then I'll. Is it addressed?
Yes, it is addressed to Sir Derek Crownguard.
Of course. So I'll walk over and I go, "A mail for you, sir.
Message for you, sir.
Message for you, sir."
There's no seal on it. It's just folded. Derek opens it, and he's got a curious expression. And he says, "You know this area better than I, Alphasian.
Yes.
Where is the golden tankard?
Down around the bend.
It appears that there is somebody who would like to talk to us about the war
Interesting.
and has information that they think I would be interested in hearing."
Allow me to suit up.
Yes. What did you see those who left this message behind?
They looked like flabby monks, to be honest. Nothing to be concerned about.
Monks. Why would monks have information about a war?
Who knows? I mean, they could work at the library for all we know. My man has not returned yet. Maybe
Yeah.
he's still inquiring there, and someone heard about it.
Well, get dressed, make yourself presentable as a knight, and then we shall see what this is about.
Yeah, okay. He'll go get dressed up and put his armor on and stuff.
You do that. You head to the Golden Tankard. It's not far from your place.
It's one of the reasons I got the place where it's at.
Yeah. You walk in. You see Aaron at the bar. Not unusual. Not unusual.
Yes. Ah, yes, Aaron.
Did I tell you? And Aaron, kind of addressing the crowd. Did I ever tell you the story about how I saved that man's life?
You're very far away. It's almost as if your microphone is pushed up away from your mouth.
Yeah.
Better.
Ah, there you are, Aaron.
It's a big tavern. He's on the other end of it. Yeah. Derek ignores Aaron to the best of his abilities, but yeah, there's a big group.
Come, Derek, buy me a drink.
There's a big group. There's some knights, some young knights. There are some locals, and Aaron is a popular figure here in this tavern. He is one of, and he is like of all the knights. Now in this area, you're certainly accepted. You don't have the same regard that they had. They don't have the same regard of you that they had in the past. But it's still, they treat you with respect and almost the respect that you feel you deserve as a knight in this area here in Salamis.
Well, when
in
I
general.
see that Aaron is like hollering over because obviously he's been drinking a little, I'll just Alphasian's just going to catch eyes with him and just do the.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean.
And Derek looks around and and it's still, he's not paying attention. But go ahead. So he's still looking to see if he could find out who you're supposed to meet here.
And then I'll just tell Derek, says, "A moment, so I'll be right back."
Yes.
And there's more than just Aaron in here. There's other knights.
Yeah, there's a few. Again, younger knights, but yeah, there are some. And there's some, like I said, just other locals, townies.
Okay, then I'll first go over to Aaron to quiet him down and go, "We're here to meet someone. Do us a favor and just keep an eye out for perhaps subterfuge, hooligans,
Right.
something along those lines. Yes.
Roll a perception.
Nothing gets past my gaze.
Let's see
Of
if that's
that
true.
I'm sure.
Roll a perception check for Aaron and see if anything gets past his gaze.
All right. Looks like wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
2.
That's
I
about
have the
right.
eyes of a hawk.
Yeah.
Yes. And then he'll just, as before Alphasian goes back, he'll tell the other knights and says, just be ready and on your guard in case I need you.
Yes, sir. They all reply in unison in a singular voice.
Then I'll go over back to Derek. Because I never read. He did. I'm assuming he didn't share the letter with me.
He
just
would
read it.
have.
Oh, he would have? Okay.
Yeah.
Does it say who we're supposed to be meeting?
No. They'll just say, you'll know me when you see me.
Bloke.
All right. Then I'll go stand next to Derek and then
Yeah.
I'll scan.
Roll a perception check.
Yeah. Again with these perception checks. All right.
16. There you go. You do see off in a corner, past some tables of, just people, out for a drink, sitting alone in a darkened corner, is a woman. Hard to make out her features from here. Her, she's sort of like 3/4 angled away from you. Dark curly hair, wearing decent clothing. I mean, she's definitely not a pauper, but it's not, they're not well-made garb. She looks like she's probably, it could be, a brigand or, she doesn't have any weapons that you can see other than a dagger on her belt, which isn't uncommon, but doesn't look like she's somebody that is probably on the up and up most of the time. Loose, loose dark blue blouse, loose pants, like traveler's boots. Nothing that's. If you weren't looking for somebody, you probably wouldn't have really even noticed her.
But she does kind of stick out, I would assume.
Only because she's off by herself. If she were among, some of the other crowd, she would blend in enough where you probably wouldn't have noticed her.
Perhaps that woman
Yes.
over there.
I was wondering the same thing, but it doesn't look like anybody who may... Well, maybe it's a spy.
Would you like me to approach her?
No, I'll come with you, but... yes,
Should I do the talking, or do you wish me to?
Go ahead. Let's see what we can learn about her before she learns anything more about us.
Very well.
Although she may know me, I don't know if she knows me by appearance, but certainly by name. I'm not sure if she knows you as well, although they knew you enough to come to my to find me at your house. He almost took over your house there, called it his.
Yeah.
Since my castle's been being renovated.
I'm sure that he made that mistake too and corrected it.
He did.
All right. Then Alphasian will walk over and stand before her. Madam.
She turns and gives you a crooked smile. She is a very attractive woman. Short, like I said, dark curly hair, sort of just comes down, just past her ears. And she says, Sir Malkoride, I take it.
Oh, you had me at a disadvantage, madam. I do not know your name, but you appear to know mine.
Yes, and I apologize for that, and I apologize for the subterfuge, but these are dangerous times. Sir Crownguard, are you going to join us, or continuing to skulk in a corner? And he gives a sort of a nasty look. He tries to pass it off, or tries to hide it, but you, knowing him as well as you do, know that really kind of pissed him off. Because he's not someone who skulks. He's not a skulker. He doesn't believe himself to be a skulker.
And Alphasian will actually speak up to that. Mm-hmm. I can assure you, madam, that Sir Derek does not skulk. He is merely allowing me to breach the greeting with you to make sure that you're possibly the one we were here to meet.
Yes, I left the note, if that's what you were wondering. Please, have a seat. Join me. She has a carafe of wine, and she already has two what passes for glasses here. They're kind of like iron tankards, but and she pours it into some into each of the tankards and says, "Please," and then she will take a sip of her own wine.
Alphasian waits. He won't sit first. Derek has to sit.
And Derek doesn't wait for you to. He will go and he'll sit down at the table directly. He's sitting at the chair directly across from her, leaving one of two others on either side of the square table for you to sit. But he wants to be able to look her directly into the eye. You know from having dealt with him for some time.
Shall I stay, sir?
Yes.
Then he'll sit down.
He says, as my friend here noticed, you have us at a disadvantage, madam. She says, my name is Kitiara Uthmatar. I have some information that I felt would be best placed in the hands of honorable men such as yourself, of Knights of Salamni of the highest order. Derek kind of puffs his chest out at that a little bit, and his mustaches sort of hide his smirk, but she won him over a bit on that one, you can see. What is it you have to share with us? There's an item, a magical item, rumored to be able to control and defeat dragons.
Oh.
It's called a dragon orb. You can ask questions because I don't want to talk to myself here, so we'll let you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. An orb.
Yes.
Not an orb to fight dragons. Don't you mean maybe a lance or something?
I don't have any information on lances. I've just heard information about an orb.
Very well. All right. We are, of course, interested.
I was hoping so, and in these times, in this world, it's hard to find people that you can trust, but if we can't trust a Knight of Salamnia, then who can you trust?
Yes, I would agree with that wholeheartedly. Why are you bringing this information to us? I understand that you trust us. That's why you're bringing it to us for that regards. But why do you wish this item found yourself?
My home was in the north, Naraka, and it was destroyed by these creatures, along with these monsters, dragons, if you can believe it.
I've seen them.
I've heard rumors, yes. The folks in this town like to talk, and she looks over at Aaron and his group.
Alphasian will definitely turn around and look and stare daggers at Aaron, who is obviously oblivious to it.
Yeah, he has no idea where you guys went. You guys just disappeared on him, yeah.
And he's telling anyone he's telling anyone who'll listen the time he saved Derek Crownguard's life.
Yeah. He's lucky that Derek can't hear him from where he is too, because he would not be pleased with that.
Yes.
And I asked who the highest ranking knights were in this area. And Sir Crownguard was the name that I had gotten, and I had therefore then found that he had been staying with you, Sir Malkarite.
Yes, since the unfortunate destruction of his home.
Now, I'll be honest with you.
Please.
My motives are not entirely altruistic. For the information that I am about to impart to you, I would require, how shall I put it, a small finder's fee.
Money? You wish, of course. What, if that is all you wish?
Well, in this day and age, it's hard to come by. And Derek says, where can we find this orb? I don't know exactly. All I know is that there is a library in Tarsus, rumored to be in a book there that would have information on where to find this dragon orb. The Library of Kristan. Neither one of you have heard anything about that. It's way out of your area that you've ever been. What does this orb do? Wish I could say. I've told you all that I know from what I've heard.
And where did you find this information from?
Well, the girl never tells her secrets now, does she?
Yes, it's extremely flimsy, too, at that. Sorry, not to question you or to call you a liar.
I understand your concerns. I'm coming to you, unknown, a stranger, giving you information that sounds almost too good to be true.
And our time in need of, at that.
Well, one could argue it is everyone on Ansalon's time in need.
It is, but it is conveniently timed. I will give you money. I will give you a small sum. If the
Derek
information that you
says,
provide is true.
Maybe we can talk privately for a moment.
Very well.
She said, of course, take your time. And she'll
Alphatian will get up and he'll
sit back, puts her boots back up on the table, and drinks her wine.
Yeah, Alphatian will just bow to whoever
she'll
this
nod.
lady is.
Okay.
She said Kitiara?
Kitiara.
Okay, he'll bow to her and he'll give the head nod salute to Derek, and then he'll go over to Aaron because he knows that there'll be enough noise over there to ensure that he does not eavesdrop accidentally upon the private conversation of his lord.
Yeah. What do you think of this
Aaron,
woman?
tell me again about how you saved him.
Ah, well, the castle was on fire. The entire thing ablaze. Lightning came down from the lizards everywhere, and the draconian fury was in highest regard. His brother's head came clean off his body, and I jumped from the rooftop.
Sir Talbo, if you would like me to strip you of your title and your rank, continue. Otherwise, tell another story, please.
Very well. I'll tell you the story about how I need another drink.
What do you think of this woman, Alphatian?
It's too good to be true.
Seems so. At the same time, it may be hard to pass up information like this, if it is true.
Yes.
And if she's looking to sell, well, if she finds her way to Gunther and he acquires this artifact, well, there goes the knighthood.
I say we wait until my men come back. If they have nothing better, then this is our only option.
Good plan, I agree. And considering you don't know what authority Derek Rangard has in my world.
He does not have that authority. Respect my authority.
All right. Excuse me. Derek heads back to the table. I imagine you follow.
Yeah.
Sits back down and says, where could we find you? Oh, you just messed up my whole system here, Kem-chan.
Congratulations, Lord Forth. You just won.
Yeah, Lord Forth.
Nice.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Go ahead and first of all, like I said, Forth, you have to have an account on drive-through, and then message me the email address you use for that account so that I can go ahead and send it over to you, and it will be usable when you check out. So.
24 hours from now. So don't get ahead of yourself is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So he sits back down. He says, we're waiting on information from men of ours. Palanthus should be back tomorrow, midday to evening, assuming all goes well. Where could we find you? And she sort of does her little crooked smirk and says, you could find me here. Now.
I have money. If that's... And I'll just pull out my purse, whatever I have.
How much are you looking for? 200 steel, she says.
I'm sure I don't have that.
No, but between the two of you, you could probably... You're like counting your change on the table.
Yeah.
Between the two of them, Derek is certainly very wealthy. However, his castle was burned to the ground, so he doesn't have a lot on him. But between the two of you, you can come up with 200 steel and still...
Yeah, his walking around money was 100 steel.
Yeah, exactly. And he can call in some favors to get some more. So, and he looks and says, "This information better be worth it." And she looks at both of you and smiles and says, "For all of our sakes, for the world's sakes, I bet you're right." She then says, "Remember, Library of Kristan in Tarsus hands you a piece of paper with some more information, the name of the book, and where to find it. There's not much information else on the orb other than that it can seemingly control dragons, whatever that means. You don't know, but you have that information and a location, which is going to take you a long time to get there. So Derek will want to leave as soon as, probably the day after tomorrow, after you get the whatever information you can from the knights to cut to that part quickly. We'll skim through unless there's anything else you want to say or to Kitiara?
No.
Okay. The information brought back by the knights from Palanthus is not a lot on the the dragon. They found a bunch of stuff on Huma that you already knew, from legend, you being knights of Solamnia. Nothing on any location of dragon orbs other than... not dragon orbs. Nothing on dragon orbs at all. Nothing on the dragon lances other than, they were... The legend has it anyway. They were forged by a man with silver arm with the hammer of Charis. and that they need to be there's two kinds, a footman's lance and a what would you call a mounted lance. Both have very specific dimensions and sizes, and they're a little bit, but they don't know what exactly that is. But you know that they're not your typical lances. So, and the forging process is very specific for the head of the lance as well. But again, no other information of what that would mean. Just that, that's
so basically nothing to deter us from going on.
Nothing new that would stop you from going to Tarsus.
All right.
And really nothing helpful for you in that journey either, unfortunately. There's not a lot more that you did than what you already knew, unfortunately.
I'll spend the rest of the day as we prepare and get ready to leave trying to convince Derek why Aaron would be an asset if he were to come with us.
Oh, Derek will... again, Derek... And the longer he goes after the destruction of his castle, the fewer people he trusts, because he doesn't know whose side people are on. So right. he would say yes, and I think we need to make this a small group. You, me, Aaron.
He's pretty sure he can trust Aaron because Aaron has saved his life.
Yes, and he and Aaron go way back too. Like you have all known each other for a long time. He's obviously closer with Aaron than you are. And he gets just as frustrated with Aaron as you do.
So it's more Derek telling Alphatian that Aaron's coming with us.
Yeah.
And Alphatian goes, "Oh,
yeah, exactly." Yeah.
Oh, great!
It's nice.
And that you're going to, he's while you're waiting for your men to get the information, he is out calling in favors to get the supplies and money for passage for this trip. So a lot of because you're going to you're going through, I forget, I don't have it open again, but you have to cross a body of water in order to get to Abanencia, I believe it is.
You hurt
one of those.
Queen Tiamat every time you say that.
It's so hard for me to I cannot pronounce that. I never could. Even when I was a kid reading these books, I couldn't figure out what the fuck this name of this continent was. So anyway, and then from there, all you know is to go sort of south, east, and then hopefully find your way to this city. So,
Well, all right.
we're going to stop there, and we are going to cut about 2 months. I lied to you. About a month. I lied again. We're going to cut a few weeks past. This is why I needed to write this shit down this week, and I didn't have time to do it. Because I almost forgot a key point here. A few weeks after you left, you guys have been on sea. You are just about to arrive in another port I didn't write down.
Eastport.
No, Eastport's back where you came.
Northport.
Northport, yeah. Well.
Southwestport.
Port Washington.
You're just naming all of the ports on Long Island, guys. That's why.
Yeah.
Bayport.
Port Jefferson.
Greenport.
Yeah. Greenport. Anyway, you guys are getting close to port when Adewale notices first the vessels coming toward your ship from port out toward you. And he calls out, Captain.
And at this point, Jadek has kind of, well, through the help of the herbalist, he's kind of kicked the whiskey and the rum, and he's been very clear-eyed these past few weeks.
Yeah, and you guys have had an opportunity, more so with Khailani than with Karani. She's a little quieter, and a little more aloof. And you've gotten to know the two of them pretty well, and and especially after the remedies provided to you.
Yeah.
And Khailani has taken it upon herself to redecorate the boat quite a bit. There, everywhere you go, you find like flowers like growing. Like not like literally growing out of like the gunnels and the stairs and on the masts.
The buckets of sand for putting out fires. Their lids are off and there's flowers popping.
There's flowers everywhere. They're growing out of places. Like, how does a flower even grow there? Like, so, the mast is covered with vines, and like there's just plant life all over the ship at this point.
And these two, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, Jay.
And the two sisters are fantastic at cleaning. They've never done it before because they've never lived inside. But for some reason, like Khailani especially has a knack with like the water and the buckets and the like little. She has these quirks that all of a sudden little breezes can pop up and just sweep all the dust under the rugs, and she talks to the rats in the bilge and they help get all of the stuff away. The kitchen has never been cleaner, and Khailani absolutely loves what she's doing.
Chadek has just been like, what is happening?
But these two are so weird to you because you are from completely different backgrounds. Like they don't know anything that you feel like they should know, and then all this stuff. But at the same time, they're very endearing, and they are the first non-minotaurs that you've met. Besides probably Adewale, who have not treated you like a monster.
And that's probably exactly why he puts up with all this. Because he's looking around at his ship. This is a ship that he designed. And this is his ship. All right? The name of the Stormborn is because Jadek was born in the middle of a sea storm. And so this is his personal ship. And the fact that there's all this flora around, he's just like, why did I let these people on? Right, okay, right. To help cure me. Right, okay. All right. So yeah, at first he was just kind of putting up with it, but then he's like, all right, like they actually are respectful and they actually are doing a fantastic job keeping the ship clean, and they are a little weird, but okay.
So all right. Adewale calls you out to the deck. Points over at the vessels that are approaching, and he says, Captain, you notice that they are heading right for us. You recognize the banners? Roll a perception check.
Okay. Guess I'll need that. All right, perception.
Hard to say at this distance still. A although they're moving with haste, and so are you. I mean, you're still on a time frame. You've got, we'll say, goods to sell. Where you got them is nobody's business. They fell off the back of a truck.
They're mine now.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
And the more time you take, the less money you make.
Right.
So they are the flags themselves are red in color. The design is, again, with the role you had, is tough to make out. Your concern is that these might be part of the army that you've heard about. You haven't seen yet. But while you were in Abundancia, the last time you were here, when you were up in Haven, after you got your ass whooped by Gorell Nightfoot, you'd heard rumors about these armies of the north. Since then, I mean, you've been on the sea, you've been in Urgoth, you've been at Southern Urgoth, I mean, which is another continent. So, I mean, and you haven't heard any rumors or anything there. So this is really your first time heading back to this continent since you were in Haven a few months ago. Okay. So it's hard to say, but you're concerned that this may be the case.
Okay. Is there room? And I'm talking to Adewale. Do we see room to go around? I know we don't have a lot of time.
It'll take some time to go around both of them, Captain. I mean, we could do it, or we can try to thread the needle and go in between. If there's one thing this vessel has, is speed.
All right. Tell the crew to pull the cannons in. And let the sail go. Let's see if we can push through as fast as we can.
Raise the sails, full mast, he yells. You would hope that the wind would be more in your favor for this. It's not. Well, you know what? Roll a percentile die. And we'll see how good you're doing. We'll do it on the 25s to see how higher the better. Yeah, I mean, you're able to.
He said higher, Kim.
Hey,
you're
can
able
only
to, hope
for so much.
Yeah, you're able to. You're able to pick up speed, of course.
Yeah.
But and it's hard to really thread that. To make that straight line the way that the wind is angling. I mean, it's taking. It's going to take you a bit off course toward one of those other ships, the one on the I don't know what port and starboard is on the ship.
Okay,
I think it's starboard,
port,
if I'm not mistaken. Because I think port is the right, starboard's the left. Is that right?
Sure, let's go with that. I don't know. Let's say it is.
Oh yeah, I forgot the music again. I forgot to put it back on since we've been back from break. But let's see what we got here.
Some good pirate music.
I think it's the opposite, but I'll find out right now for you.
There's no music on.
We need to know this. No, the port and starboard.
Oh, port and starboard, yeah. We'll put on Castle Siege, even though we're not sieging the castle anymore. But
yeah.
So, and I can't tell if I can't hear anything because my hearing is not very good, or if it's loud enough. But I'm going to leave it as is because this is what I've been using the last few times. It's got a nice jaunty adventure theme to it, so this works. You start to make your way through, and as you sort of drift over.
Starboard.
I don't know what that means because I'm looking.
Starboard is right, port is left.
I was backwards. Damn it!
I thought so.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Thank you for clarifying that, though. I will not remember that again, so you're going to have to remember that for me.
I got it.
Oh,
Port's
now
left.
Blood Wild, as I said, port is left, starboard is right.
Yep. Thank you, Blood.
Port and left both have 4 letters. That is a good way to remember it. I still will forget that, but it'll give me a better opportunity to remember than it would normally. So I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to need you to roll me a d20. And you pick high or low.
Let's go low.
I'll tell you what. Do you have... Hold on. Let's do it this way. Do you have... Are you proficient in water vehicles or sea vehicles?
Yes.
Whatever they call it?
Yes, I am proficient.
Good. Roll on that. I'm...
Pirate, damn it.
Roll on that, and I am thinking of a DC in my mind.
Okay.
Oh. Bump 89. How do you get a D&D player to go out with you? You ask them for a D8. A D8.
Ah, pretty good.
Oh, wow.
27.
Crit. 27. So, you're getting closer. The boat is starting to drift a little bit to the port side. I had to think about that still, even though we just learned that. The vessel comes in at you. You take the wheel. And then, Jesus, take the wheel. And you just, and you need all of your strength. But you know that there's no one on this ship that can match, your strength and your acumen when it comes to sailing. Especially this ship, your ship.
My ship.
And you're able to turn, and the two ship it's almost bow to bow, and then it's sort of passing you on the side. As it does, you see creatures that you've never seen before, lizard-like, although they stand like a human. Swinging grappling hooks on chains, throwing them over, catching the side. What are you gonna do?
Adewale, rouse the men. Prepare to repel boarders.
He yells for the men. He pulls out his scimitar.
Oh yeah.
And he's the first one over there. Like, this is a bad motherfucker, this guy. And he is like before the, and now the ship is, both ships are still moving in opposite directions here.
Right.
So it's going to get to a point where they're both gonna stop.
Right.
So he runs over first and he tries to rip out one of the grappling hooks. From the side of the ship, which is not going to be easy to do, but you can roll for him. Roll me a d20.
You want high.
Yeah, you want high on this one.
Adam, Khailani is going to go. She sees what's going on, and
Even
she's
with
going to
his
climb to the crow's nest with her bow and start picking off anyone that she sees coming.
Yeah, and she's able to expert marksman as well as an expert tracker.
Yep.
She does TED Talks and everything. That she's that much of an expert on it. And she, and she's able. I mean, she's slowing them down definitely.
And Khailani is like curious as anything and going right up to Jadek's side and is like, "What's going on? This is so exciting!"
Yeah. We don't want them on the boat. Stop them from coming on the boat.
None of them?
None of them.
But they look so friendly.
No.
Oh, all right. And then Khailani jumps over the side.
Okay.
And the next thing you see is a giant owl flying up from...
Which side does she jump over?
The side that the other boat is not on.
Okay, so starboard.
What side?
Starboard. So she just she looks at Jadek and says, "Okay," and then jumps over the side You don't know if she can.
How are you doing?
And then the very next thing you see is a giant owl flying up from the spray of the sea, going
And
towards.
Tadek's like, wait, did you? What did? Okay, I didn't know
Alright.
she could do that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really fucking weird, by the way. Because she
Yeah.
is, like, you've heard of wizards doing weird, wizardy things, but she doesn't seem like a wizard, do you?
No.
Roll a perception check, Jadek, since you're looking in that general direction. And also, Khailani with owl perception there, so probably with advantage too.
Yeah.
19.
19. Nothing's getting by Jadek today. He's in his element here on this ship.
That's right.
Hang on. Yeah, as advantage. So let's do this. Did that roll with advantage?
Yep,
No.
25.
Yep.
Cool.
So, yeah, you both see there are the same types of creatures on the other boat, which is still, I mean, a few rounds away in D&D terms from getting close enough to do anything to you, but they're definitely preparing to catch you on the other side.
Okay.
And we're going to leave it there
Ah!
Ooh.
Oh.
as the ship is being attacked by clearly Dragon Army forces. And unfortunately, guys, we're not going to be able to pick this up until
The new
whatever
year.
the new year.
What?
Yeah. So
Damn you, Adam.
we are gonna pick up right here next time. So thank you guys for hanging out with us on a wacky D&D Friday here. Congratulations to Lord Forth for winning. Tell your friends. Watch the D&D over on Wicked Studios on Twitch, and you too could win the cash.
Cool card quiche.
Keys. Yeah.
Join us here Wednesdays for Blood
Wacky
and
Cowboys.
Gold, a Deadlands RPG, affectionately known as the Wacky Cowboy, where Will.Playa is still playing in the Wild West, the Wacky West. What's it called? The Weird West.
Weird West.
I knew I'd get it sooner or later. There's only so many W words. That's 9 p.m. Eastern. Of course, we're here Fridays. Again, we're off the next 2 weeks, guys. So have happy holidays, happy Hanukkah. I think we wish that we were here early on. I think we were night 1 or night 2 of Hanukkah, if I remember correctly. So we're at the end here, maybe yesterday or today. My concept of time is so bad. It was bad enough, but now in COVID time, I don't know when anything is. But anyway, happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas to you guys. Happy Kwanzaa. That's coming up too. It might be here. Again, I don't know timing of anything because I don't know what date it is today.
18th.
And a happy New Year. We won't see you guys before the New Year. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. Again, check me out tomorrow in the DragonLance Nexus DragonLance game, Dragons on the River of Time. It's a homebrew game with where I get to hang out with my buds from the DragonLance Nexus.
That's tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I get to play a time-traveling rogue.
Shock.
Colton, yeah, no, I love playing rogues. I hadn't played one in a while, so
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh.
it's been the last one I played, you killed like the third session in, so
And then you made another one.
no, I didn't.
Oh, that's true. No, I take that back. Yeah.
No, I haven't played one
Yeah,
since then. Since you killed,
you're past
what was
due.
it? Chance Lucas, which is a
Yeah.
great name, by the way. I wish he
Yeah.
lasted longer than he did.
He got killed twice.
Yeah, I know. Same. It's like 3 episodes in there too. Different thing killed him, but same. Fuck
That's
you,
great.
Will DM.
Yeah, that guy's
I
an
like
asshole.
Will.Play a lot better.
Yeah, because you get to kill my characters.
Exactly. The tables have turned. So join us there. Join me tomorrow night, Dragonlance Nexus. Just Google Dragonlance Nexus. You'll see us on Facebook. You'll see us on YouTube, and you'll see us here on Twitch. And join me Sunday for the premiere. You can chat with me live during the premiere Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time of the Zeidler Family and Friends Christmas Spectacular. So if you like music and you like comedy and you like Christmas, even if you don't like Christmas, there's still things for you. It is I can tell you, the weirdest Christmas special you will watch this year, if not ever, hands down. But check it out. We had a lot of fun making it. So hope you join us on Sunday. And we will see you guys next year.
Yeah.
On
And
Dragonlance. Yes.
Hang out for a little bit longer, and after the credits roll, I'm going to go ahead and switch us over to Hobbs and Friends as a raid.
Sounds good. Hobbs
Yeah.
and Friends, hang out for them. So anyway, guys, again, happy holidays, happy New Year. Be nice to one another, be kind to one another, be safe out there, especially if you're in the U.S. because the Rona is still kicking and going back up. So, be safe out there, and we will catch you guys next time on Dragonlance. Bye-bye.
Adios.